What's up YouTube? BK with BK Gaming 9000 here. It is Friday. You know what that means. It's the vendor reset. So we're going to go through all the vendors here in the base of operations, as well as the vendors in the dark zone, as well as the majority of the checkpoints as well. Just a note, I am going to work on getting some new computer parts to better speed for these videos, as the last video had some pretty bad audio lag, so I'm going to work at getting some new stuff for my PC. So look forward to that while I record this gameplay. So a like would be super appreciated, and subscribe for more videos in the future. But let's get right on into it. So first things first, we got the Liberator with Responsive, Prepared, and Adept. We have the Pecan with Meticulous, Capable, and Pecan. We have the Cassidy with Swift, Ferocious, and Boomstick. We have the Centurion with Expert and Competent, and the Historian with Competent, Determined, and History Repeats. So these ones actually do have talents that change, and that's actually not that bad of a Liberator if you were probably going to reroll Prepared or something like that. So let's move on with the Rhino Special with Expert and Proficient. We have an MP7 there with a pretty low DMG with Skilled, Competent, and Dominant. A Military P416 with Destructive, Talented, and Skilled. A Marine Super 90 with Unforgiving, Sustained, and Brutal. A Hunting M44 with Vicious, Determined, and Accurate. A Classic M60 with Predatory, Sustained, and Deadly. Not bad there. So for the Spec Ops mask, we have Tenacious, which is rolled towards Stamina, with all resistance and damage to elites. If you wanted to focus one piece into Stamina, this might be the piece to focus that on, and just re-roll all resistance for like health or something like that. But Tenacious is fantastic, considering you can use your health packs when at full health. Moving on, we're just going to quickly roll through these. If you see something you like, go ahead and pause the video. Vigorous right there, roll towards firearms. I'm thinking about running, I have a lot of exotics for my gear pieces finally, but I'm thinking about running either the Reclaimer or Striker. I'm really interested in those, as well as the Banshee, but I have to collect more. And during this week, I think you guys know, since the state of the game was, they are doing double XP, double rewards for the HVTs. There's a special mission for you to get some cool clothing. Here's a Banshee Armor Glove, rolled towards firearms. Pretty decent one right there, to be honest with you. I'd probably reroll enemy armor damage for like crit hit chance or something like that, but shotgun damage, if you roll shotguns, that might be something that you like. Here's a Smart Cover Damage Resilience for the performance mod, pretty decent. We have a extended magazine. Wow, that's actually pretty decent right there. So I would actually think about picking that extended magazine up right there, because you got the reload speed as well as the rate of fire. I think you might have wanted some crit hit chance on that, but the rate of fire as well as the magazine size is pretty decent. We have a Flash Hider. We also have an Angle Grip Red. And then we have a Russian Red Dot Sight. Then we have our Dune Jackets and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and hope for some pretty good blueprints this week. We've been shafted with a bunch of shotguns, and we have a lightweight M4, so that's decent right there. So, and it's an assault rifle, so that's good. We also have a surplus SVD blueprint. I'm pretty excited about this. Wow, I'm going to have to pick that one up. Beautiful. That's awesome. And then we have a firearms backpack blueprint, a stamina vest blueprint, heavy magazine spring. I would probably pass on that. And then we have an electronics gear mod. So if any of that interests you, go ahead and pick those up. I don't believe I see any. If not, then I already have it besides the heavy magazine. I thought there was 2 of those there. So let's head on upstairs. Okay, agents, so now that we're here at the advanced weaponry vendor, let's go ahead and see what he has. We have a Rhino Special again with Expert and Proficient. We have a Tactical AUG A3P with 20 DMG with Ferocious, Dominant, and Accurate. We have a Scar L, which is an assault rifle with pretty high DMG there, but not the greatest talents. We have a double barrel shotgun with Swift, Self-Preserve, and Talented. An M700 Carbon with Sustained, Cool-Headed, and Elevated. And a military MK46 with Adept, Unforgiving, and Meticulous. We also have an extended magazine here, which has 1% less of the magazine size, but instead of paying in Phoenix credits, you buy it outright. So that's something to look for there. We have a large suppressor with critical hit damage, critical hit chance, headshot damage, as well as reduced threat. So that's actually pretty decent right there. We have vertical grip, as well as improved iron sights. So everybody knows that I like to go over here to the front of the base of operations and check out the Dark Zone vendor as well as the two vendors by the front. First, the Dark Zone vendor, we have a Scar L again with a really high DMG there with Intense, Swift, and Fierce. We have a Tactical Pack with Technical, rolled towards Stamina. I have a Prototype Performance mod with Ballistic Shield Damage Resilience. For all of you D3 FNC players, this will be a performance mod for you. We have a Compensator, and then we have the Sealed Cache. I'd probably pass on the Compensator, to be honest with you. Moving on over to the weapons vendor here, we have the MP5 ST with Determined, Predatory, and Dominant. Not bad there. And all the way down here, we have a Quick Release Magazine. I'd probably pass on that. For the gear vendor, we have the Spec Ops Glove with Cunning, as well as a Prototype Electronics mod with plus 1% crit hit chance. So I will see you guys in the Dark Zone. Okay, agents, now that we're here at DZO2, let's go ahead and see what the gear vendor has for us. We have an Operator Mask with Refreshed. All healing is improved by 30% when in the last health segment. We have a Tactical Vest with Reckless here, rolled towards Stamina, with Health on Kill and Enemy Armor Damage, plus 51% ammo capacity. If you want to use this chest piece, I would probably re-roll the Enemy Armor Damage for maybe health there. That would be something to look forward to. We also have a Spec Ops Pass with Resourceful. We also have Spec Ops Pads, Spec Ops Holster. That one's actually pretty decent right there. And then we have Tactical Gloves with Decisive rolled towards Electronics. So I will see you guys in DZO3. Okay, agents, so now that we're here in DZO3, let's see what the weapon vendor has for us today. We have a Police 686 Magnum with Expert and Toxic. We have a Vector 45 ACP with Competent, Determined, and Brutal. We have a classic AK-47 with Capable, Intense, and Unforgiving. A Super 90 with Responsive, Predatory, and Capable. An M700 Carbon with Ferocious, Determined, Elevated. And an Infantry MG5 with Commanding, Talented, and Deadly. So I will see you guys in DZO4. Okay, agents, now that we're here in DZO4, let's see what the mod vendor has for us today. We have a Prototypes Firearm mod, which is pretty mid for the firearms roll, but pretty decent when it has plus 3,257 health. That's almost max. And then we have a Prototype Performance mod with plus 6% Ballistic Shield health, which is also pretty good. So I will see you guys in DZO5. Okay, agents, so now that we're here in DZO5, let's see what the weapon mod vendor has for us today. We have a Quick Release Magazine. I'd probably pass on that. We have a Compensator. I'd also pass on that. We have a Vertical Grip. Probably pass on that. And Improved Iron Sights, which I would pass on that. So let's head on over to DZO6. Okay, agents, now that we're here in DZO6, let's see what the Dark Zone special vendor has for us today. We have a Banshee Shadow Mask rolled towards Electronics. We have Vest of the Nomad rolled towards Stamina. We have a Backpack of the Nomad rolled towards Electronics. Banshee Shadow knee pads rolled towards Stamina. We also have a Firecrest Distribution Holster. Pretty poor rolls there. And as well as a Tactician's Authority Glove rolled towards Electronics as well. So if you're looking for electronic stuff, this is the time to get it. So now let's head on over to DZO8. Okay, agents, now that we're here in DZO8, let's see what the Dark Zone gear vendor has for us here. We have a Tactical Mask with Rejuvenated. Pretty decent there. We have a Gunslinger Vest with Forceful. Also pretty decent there. We have an Operator Pack with Inventive. We have a Spec Ops Pads with Prosperous. Gunslinger Holster with Sturdy. That's the one I use now. That's actually a pretty decent roll there, to be honest with you. And then we have Spec Ops Gloves with Astute. So moving on over here, we want to take a look at the Dark Zone special vendor right here. And he's got Deadeye Acquisition System rolled towards firearms. He's also got the D3 FNC vest. He has a Firecrest Micro Shuttle Pack, Deadeye Positioning Braces, Striker Holster, and Sentry Call Gloves. So let's head on over to DZO9. Alright, agents, now that we're here in DZO9, let's see what the weapon mod vendor has for us today. We have a Quick Release Magazine, a Flash Hider, a Hand Stop, as well as an EXPS3 holographic sight. So let's head on upstairs up here to the Dark Zone Specialist vendor. And we have the Firecrest Ammo Tracking Mask, rolled towards stamina. A D3 FNC vest, rolled towards stamina as well. A Banshee Shadow backpack, rolled towards stamina. Knee pads of the Nomad, also rolled towards stamina. Hunter's Faith holster, as well as Final Measure gloves, rolled towards firearms. So that'll do it for inside the DZ. Let's head on out, and we're going to go to the checkpoints. Okay, agents. We are here at East 61st Street. Let's go ahead and see what the weapon mod vendor has for us today. We have a high velocity magazine, a large suppressor. We have a small grip. Really pretty decent right there, to be honest with you. I actually might pick that one up. Maybe two. And then we have an MK4 M5A2 scope times 15. Not bad there. Probably wouldn't pick that one up. And for the vendors that are on the checkpoints, I'm just going to fast travel between the two. Now we're here at Park Ave. Let's see what the weapons vendor has for us. We have a snub-nosed rhino with expert and predatory. AUG A3 Para XS. Pretty decent DMG there with unforgiving, hurried, and sustained. That's pretty good. We have a tactical ACR with commanding, swift, and fierce. A double-barrel sawed-off with vicious, ferocious, and trained. A police MK17 with ferocious, capable, and meticulous. As well as an infantry MG5 with dominant, capable, and prepared on it. So I will see you at the next one. Okay, now we're here at East 53rd Street. Let's go ahead and see what they got. We have a classic foul with competent, focus, and adept. Operator's mask with refreshed. Prototype performance mod, angle grip. Now we're here at East 46th. We have a custom PF45 with expert and toxic. Tactical pads. Prototype performance mod. Omega rifle suppressor. Pretty decent on that one. Not bad. Now we're here at East 42nd Street. We have a tactical AUG A3P with adept, competent, and meticulous. Operator vest with rapid. Prototype stamina mod. And a muzzle brake. Now we're here at East 40th Street. We have a military M870 with talented, deadly, and swift. Gunslinger holster with sturdy. Pretty low rolls there. Prototype performance mod, as well as a heavy magazine spring. Now we're here at East 34th Street. We have a PP19 with unforgiving, accurate, and hurried. Spec Ops armor with forceful. We have prototype firearms mod, pretty low there. As well as a PEQ-15 laser. Now we're here on East 31st Street. With a classic AK-47 with determined, commanding, and talented. Decisive operating gloves, prototype performance mod, and then quick release magazine. We're here at 5th Ave. We have a snub-nosed rhino with expert and skilled, Spec Ops mask with refreshed, prototype performance mod, it's a pretty decent one there, and a rugged mini reflex sight. We're here at West 31st Street. We have a military L86 LSW with ferocious, determined, and skilled. A tactical pack with resourceful. Prototype stamina mod. And then a C79 scope 3.4 zoom. Not bad on that one either. We're here at West 34th Street, with Black Market SASG-12S with unforgiving, swift, and accurate. A tactical mask with rejuvenated. We have prototype performance mod. Pretty good there for you D3 FNC users. And an MK5 scope 15 times. Could be better there. Technical mask with this one's actually pretty decent, I'm not gonna lie. Now we're here at the West 39th Street. We have a P x4 Storm Type T with expert and commanding. Tactical gloves with Savage rolled towards firearms. Or crit hit chance SMG damage, plus 8% skill haste. Could be a little bit better. We have prototype performance mod, as well as a reflex sight. Now we're here at West 42nd Street. We have a classic M60 with competent, sustained, and adept. Astute gloves. Prototype performance mod, as well as an ACOG scope 4 times. Now we're here at West 46th Street. We have a P x4 Storm Type T with expert and toxic. Operator pads. Prototype stamina mod. And a flash hider. Now we're here at West 53rd Street. Let's go ahead and see what they got. We have a converted SMG 9A2 with Predatory, Adept, and Deadly. An Operator Mask with Rehabilitated. And Prototypes Electronics mod. Pretty decent there if you were rolling electronics. And the Osprey 45 Suppressor. And I always like to go over to the Wolves Den because they're pretty good for having some good weapons rolled there. So it'll be a little bonus area. Normally if I cover a safe house, I'll post it on my Twitter. You can follow me at Brandon K-Line. So moving on over to the weapons vendor. We have a LVOA-c with Fierce, Unforgiving, and Destructive. There we go. This is what I'm talking about. And a Rugged Mini Reflex Sight. Pass on that one. So guys, this has been the vendor reset. If you guys found this video helpful at all, a like would be super appreciated. Subscribe for more videos in the future. Let me know if you're going to pick any of these items up in the comments down below. Let me know if you have any other questions. Until next time, I'll see you later, agents.